Hello and welcome to another episode of the Real Estate Investing Club. I'm your host, Gabe Peterson, and this is the place investors go to gain actionable advice, learn about current market trends, and hear war stories from other professional investors out there in the field today. Before we get started, I have two quick housekeeping items for you. First, if you like this episode, we would very much appreciate a like, subscribe, and share. It is the best way to support the show and keep it running far into the future. Second, if you're a new investor looking to get started in real estate or an experienced investor looking to take your investing to the next level, I've created an ebook just for you that will cover how to find deals that are actually deals, how to finance those deals with little to no money down, and how to exit those deals for maximum value. On top of that, I throw in an insane amount of free bonuses that you'll have access to once you buy the ebook. All I charge is our admin costs to keep this show running. So if you're serious about real estate investing and want to create both active and passive income as an investor, head on over to the website at therealestateinvestingclub.com and click on the button that says get the ebook in the upper right-hand corner to grab yourself a copy. With that said, let's dive right in. Today we have a very special guest with us, ready to drop some investor knowledge on you. So buckle up, grab your pen and paper, and enjoy the ride. All right, welcome back to another episode of the Real Estate Investing Club Daily Deal Review. Today we have with us Eric Martel again. Eric's just did a full episode, so if you missed that, go back 1 to 2 episodes. You can see the full 20-minute shabam there. But Eric's with us today to talk about a deal. So Eric, where was this property located?
So this property was located in, so I want to say, Gabe, this is like an exclusive, right? Because I've never shared these numbers with anyone.
I love it.
Not even my family.
Oh man.
So it was a long time ago, but so the numbers may seem a little small, but for anyway, so this property, it was an 8-unit apartment building, was located in a town called Trois-Rivières near Montreal, 45 minutes outside of Montreal.
Oh wow. Okay. So was that a French name?
Yes. Yeah. It means 3 rivers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So Montreal, Canada. I love it. Different country even. What type of property was it?
So it was an 8-unit apartment building. It was really 2 separate buildings on the same lot, but 4 and a 4, 2 stories.
Cool. Love it. So what about this property brought you in? Like, why did you like it?
So when, as I mentioned in the previous show, I was 18 years old. I was at university, and I had met this, this real estate investor, and he agreed to be my mentor and show me how that would work. There was a lot of ads on commercials on TV saying, "Oh, you can buy, apartment building, no money down." I said, "Oh, this is BS," and he said, "No, you can do it." He's like, "What?" So that's kind of how I got started, and he showed me how. And basically, I started looking for found a realtor, and then worked through like hundreds of listings of apartment buildings. We chose commercial apartment building because I was a student. I had no money and I had no income. So when you go into these commercial kind of properties, they don't care about that. So they're more like asset-based. They care a little bit, but they're more asset-based kind of lending. So if the property makes a profit, or the business makes a profit, then they're more likely to lend to you, as long as it meets some of their criteria. So the commercial property, it was apartment multifamily, and then I started looking at that. So hundreds of properties that I looked at, and I was going through kind of like the 1% rule, trying to identify the right property. And out of all of those, there was probably like maybe 4 or 5 that really met the criteria, that were not too expensive and all of that. And then, of course, my second biggest criteria was about being able to finance the whole thing, not just finding a first mortgage lender, but also being able to get the second piece of for the down payment, which I didn't have. So, but I talked to my mentor. My mentor said, "Don't worry about this. We'll figure something out." And so I look at these the different properties and then really pick a couple that would work. And that's when we started looking at seller financing. So try to talk to the seller and say, would they be open to financing either the whole thing or financing a portion of it, maybe the down payment piece of it, and all of that. So so that's what I ended up going for, and so there was only one out of these hundreds of properties that I looked at that actually met the criteria and agreed to do seller financing for the down payment. The property was, brace yourself, it was very cheap, but it was a long time ago. But it's $80,000. So this is how much I paid. So $10,000 per unit.
10,000 per unit. That's just killer.
Yeah. But that was also, when you think about it, was also obviously not in the best part of town. It was not it was more like a D class kind of neighborhood. There was a lot of people that were on what they call welfare, Section 8, in that apartment building. So, and there was a couple of people that were like retired. So they were just on their pension. So I mean, they were paying and they were doing okay. And so I bought the property, tried to get the financing. And when I did the financing, I did a financing with a credit union. I went to some banks. Nobody, the banks were kind of like laughed at me on the way out.
Get out of here, you 8-year-old kid.
I love credit unions. They are, if you know, because they're more community oriented. So, and then they're just more about helping the community more than anything. So I always had good luck with them. So, so they lend me the money. And when we end up sitting at the, in front of the lawyers to kind of like get everything signed up, there was some kind of like a weird handshake that happened. Because technically when you sign, so you sign the contract for the for buying the property, and you have the loan documents that you have to sign with the bank. And then, but they say, well, does Eric Martel have the down payment? So I basically had to produce kind of like the down payment to show that I had the down payment, so in order to get the first loan, and then I could do the second loan. But for a moment, I had to kind of show that I had. But obviously, I didn't have it, and I didn't know. So it was kind of like everybody kind of looked at each other and stuff like that. Oh yeah, he has it.
I swear.
Oh, okay.
He's good for it.
He's good for it. Yeah.
That would never happen today, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's a little bit different today, but so just they kind of like look at each other. Yeah, he's good. And then anyway, so then signed that, and then I signed the second, which is the seller financing piece of it, which is literally a second lien position on that property for the rest of the money. And then after all that, the $80,000 after the mortgage and the second mortgage was paid and all the other stuff was paid, I was making $250 net cash flow per month. Yeah.
Wow, that's very nice.
So I'm gonna divided by how much money I put in. So I put $125 for the application fee for the mortgage. So
that's a great ROI right there. So I'm just going to go right back through the questions. You answered most of them. So you found it. How'd you find it? Yeah. That was through, sounds like you worked with a realtor. You looked at a crap ton of listings to find this one gem.
And in those days, there was no computerized MLS. So it was like he literally printed them out, or he had them in binders. I had 4 binders that I took home, and then, next page.
I love it.
Yeah. No filtering.
Yep. So you found it that way, and then you financed it. You went to a bank or a credit union for the actual purchase, and then you got a second position with seller financing for the down payment. And then there was that beautiful head nod to prove that you actually had the money. So how'd you go about adding value? Did you do any renovations to it, or was it just a buy and hold? No,
I didn't do any. So this is the thing, right? I mean, I just. I didn't have a grand plan. I was pretty young, and it was about kind of like more the cash flow, and then kind of like investing in that and learning. So yeah, I just kind of maintained it. One mistake that I made is not having property management. So I was a property manager. Not a good choice.
Not
I
fun.
wouldn't hire
Not fun at all.
myself.
So
But
how did you? Oops.
yeah, go ahead.
How did you exit the property? What was the exit? It sounds like you held it for a while.
Yeah, so and I got a phone call one day. I said, hey, we know that you have this property. Are you interested in selling? And they made me an offer, and I said, yeah, that's
Let's
it.
do it.
I made a little bit of profit. I think I made like 15 or $20,000
Okay.
on that property. So I basically sold it for $95,000 or $100,000.
Okay, cool. So let's dive into the numbers then. So you bought it. You said what was that? You said 80,000, 10,000 per
Yep.
unit, and there were no renovations, so you didn't put any money into it, and you held it.
Only repairs. I think there was a couple of things for repairs, maybe $1,000 in repairs or something like that.
Yep. So super minimal. How long did you hold it for?
I held it, I think, for 2 years, 3 years.
2 years. You held it for 2 years, and then you exited. You sold for 95, so you made 15 over 2 years. Not a good ROI, but I mean, you're 18 years old. I'm sure this was like the university for you.
And I was that was my real education. I think it's going through that exercise, because part of it was, it's beyond the numbers. It showed that I was able to make money without working, without putting the hours. Well, there was work, but you know what I mean? It was not like I was not working as an employee. I was, and my whole goal was kind of like proving that to myself too, that I knew from a very young age that I didn't want to be a full-time employee. I mean, I've seen my parents, how they worked and how they were stuck in that job. And no, I promised myself I wouldn't be there.
That's my story myself. So what was the biggest lesson you pulled out of this guy?
So yeah, so that I think that would be the lesson, is that yes, I can. It's possible to make money, without working, to be financially free. I mean, you just need to redo this over and over and build a portfolio, and eventually, be financially free. The other thing is to be creative. Find, structure your deal a certain way so that it makes sense. So even if you don't have too much money, then you can find some other ways to get the funds that you need to make it happen. Lots of people are going to say no. I mean, the realtor, the reason why the realtor gave me these 4 binders of properties is because you wanted to shut me up. He said, he kept bringing deals that said, oh yeah, this, these deals don't work. You can't find these deals. And he kept telling me, no, you have to do this, you have to do that. And then he basically said, why don't you look at those? And then you tell me what you find. So yeah, he probably thought 4 binders. He probably thought I would give up after a few pages and all of that. But
little did he know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But a lot of no's that you have to go through. And my mentor kept telling me, he said, no, you're on the right track. You just keep going. You'll find something. Right. So having a mentor too, that really helped me on that side. So.
Yeah. So it sounds like, I mean, there was a lot of things. I mean, you were 18. I'm sure there was a ton of good lessons that you pulled out of that one.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Well, Eric, that's the deal review. Thanks for walking us through that.
My pleasure, Gabe.
Absolutely. And for everybody who is here with us today, again, thank you guys for showing up. You're the reason we do this. If you have heard the best way to support the show, subscribe, like, and share as always. And I hope you guys have a good week. Keep rocking real estate. Look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Real Estate Investing Club. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode as much as I enjoyed putting it on, and we're able to pull some actionable advice that you can apply in your own investing today in the field. Before you go, we have a gift for you. If you're a new investor looking to get started, or an established investor looking to take your investing to the next level, I've created an ebook just for you, available on our website. This ebook will cover how I was able to create both active and passive income in real estate with very little money to start with. In it, I will address the 3 most often cited obstacles new and veteran investors run into by showing you how to find deals that are actually deals, how to finance a deal with little to no money down, and how to exit those deals for maximum value. And if you get the ebook today, I am throwing in a bundle of bonuses, 7 of them to be exact. The first one will be the off-market lead generation blueprint, which will take you through the exact systems and processes we use to generate off-market leads like clockwork, which is the most important skill when it comes to creating wealth in real estate. The second bonus is the A to Z REI systems and vendors guide, which will allow you to peek under the hood of our business and see the exact tools, systems, and even the vendors we use to see the success that we do. And the third bonus is the top 100 best performing keywords pack, which will give you the exact keywords we use to target motivated sellers online using PPC ads. The fourth bonus is our contracts bundle for wholesaling and renting real estate, which will give you access to all the contracts we use in the field to execute all different types of transactions. After that is the Investors Quick Analysis Calculator and Offer Tool, which will allow you to quickly calculate whether a deal is an actual deal and will allow you to create an offer automatically from those calculations. This is a lot of bonuses that I said. I'm just going to keep going down the list. Number 6 is the Investors Daily Success Tracker, which is a tracker you can use to ensure you are taking the right actions day in and day out to reach your financial goals in real estate. And the last bonus is the Wholesalers Template for Quick Assignment Cash, which will give you the templates we use to present our wholesale deals professionally and efficiently to our buyers. Whew, that is a bundle. So it's a mouthful. You get all of those bonuses for free when you download the ebook. All we charge is the admin cost to run the show. So if you're interested in the ebook and the bonus bundle, head on over to the website at therealestateinvestingclub.com. Click on Get the Ebook Bundle at the top of the page to take advantage of that deal. And with that said, I hope you have a fantastic day and even better week. Keep rocking real estate, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode.